ahead of International Women's Day, we're really pleased to be sat here with Pamela Hall, who's a senior HR consultant. Pamela, can you tell us a little bit about your career?
Yes, thank you. So I am really about giving everybody the opportunity to make the best of themselves. I guess that's where I would start from. So my career, I started off in HR over 20 years ago. I never meant to have an HR career. I started off in recruitment, and what I found was I spent much more time trying to support people to get into jobs who weren't successful in recruitment processes, and trying to help them find their right roles, their right careers, and kind of supporting them into roles in public life. So I did a lot of charitable work in mentoring, so whether you were 16-year-olds coming out for apprenticeships, or women in charities and women in business, just to try and get people into their right roles. Personally, I moved around the whole remit of HR, so into compensation and benefits, into learning and development from recruitment, and then I spent a lot of time in large corporations, so M&A, AstraZeneca and Sky, really implementing big projects. So whether that was cheapy integrations in and out, whether that was reward projects in particular, but really again, so closing down businesses, HR change. It's a really tough part of what we do in HR, but I always had great feedback that I thought about the people as well as the business. So again, just think about that next step for people and opportunities. So I think that's really my passion. As well as that, I have a political career as well. I was a councillor for 12 years, so helping support communities, again getting the right things for communities, but again my role now is getting more women into public life, into politics, into boards, onto being involved in politics, even if they're not elected, but as councillors, as MPs, it's really getting involved in public life and just making their residents association or their parish council or whatever it is better, and just making sure that women have that perspective. So lots and lots of varied experience, very, very keen to promote other people, getting on in life and really making the best of themselves and having the best opportunities to have the right careers that are good for them.
So, I mean, what a fantastic overview. This International Women's Day, why are you volunteering? What are you particularly focused on? We're hearing a lot about technology as well at the moment from the government. So can you tell us a little bit about why International Women's Day is so important to you?
Yeah, so I've done the 1080 career development and the strengths workshops. Gosh, probably a while ago, but all the values and behaviours really that sort of rang true to me, and it was there that made it was the people at 1080 that helped me focus on what did I really want to do. Was it a focus on an HR career, but actually it's about other things as well. So yes, I love working in HR and particular change, but also supporting other people's lives. But in terms of technology, Zoom has made a massive difference. So I've done a lot of mentoring, a lot of development, a lot of being able to connect to people that I would never have been able to connect to using technology. So I think it's been a vital part of getting people together, particularly during COVID. As I say, I'm very involved in a women's organisation, and just giving that space for women to come together to talk about things that their values, that wasn't all about their families and COVID and what was happening, but giving them an opportunity to just have some space to think and talk about things that they wanted to share with each other are absolutely invaluable. And I think we forget that now, and how important that is to connect with people as well, because it's not always so easy these days face to face as well. So just giving everybody that breathing space to connect on Zoom as well as say face to face as well, because you can't beat that, let's face it. But at the same time, it's still Zoom and all the technology that we've been using over the past few years has really given an amazing place for people to just connect with each other.
Pamela Hall, International Women's Day advocate and senior HR consultant, thank you for your time.
Thank you.